gray beam, standing arabesque, hold on both legs, passe, balance, and releve, and then rond de jambe to arabesque. On the other side, we're gonna all do band single leg straightening. I'll show that here in a sec. Beam 6 with the one slider. Everyone's gonna do slider lunges. Again, we'll explain here in a sec. On the other side, same thing. Bungee levers, except for advanced, they will do handstands. On beam 5, pivot turns both directions, straight jumps in a row, and tuck jumps. On the other side, we're doing kicks with the scarves for pointed toes, just forwards for beginner, forward and backward for intermediate, and then dismounts for advanced, excuse me. On the floor beam, they're gonna do 3/4 up all the way, or 3/4 of the way up, not all the way up. Handstand. Their toes do touch on that one. Leaps over the yoga mat, so you will need a yoga mat for your intermediate class. This is one of their skills on the beam, so you can put the start date for this if you really want to this time around. Then full turn attempts for advanced. So when we're here with the bun or the band, I saw someone do this multiple ways. So it'll kind of be up to you and what you feel your class will be able to handle. Not all the way around the ankle, just on the foot part. If this is too big, you're more than welcome to wrap it around a second time, and then it should stretch a little more. At least a little bit to fit around their foot. I have a shoe on, so it works out pretty well. So they'll be standing. They're gonna pull the band, whoop, maybe, flat over the top of their knee, like this. So it's kind of like covering their kneecap. So from here, whoop, the whole point is that it gets them to figure it out how to full-blown straighten their leg from start to finish. So from here, a lot of the times they would just tell kids to kick when I was watching the demonstration. So they would kick forwards and the band comes off your leg. If this is touching any part of your leg, so here, my one leg is hurting. If I stand over here and I straighten it only this much, yeah, it's not touching the majority of my leg, but it's still touching my knee. So at some point or another, it will still be touching your leg if it's not all the way straight. So they would have them flatten it out all the way over, whoop, all the way over their kneecap, put it at a 90-degree angle, and then from here, straighten it out. If there's nothing touching your leg is straight, you are good to go. And then you can do that on both sides. If they are a lot smaller, you may need to kind of help them. You might need to stay by them just in case they fall. But please teach them to let go of the bungee if they start to fall. You don't need to save the bungee. We need to save ourselves. So if they are stuck in this bungee and they're holding it and they're doing it great, and then they kick and all of a sudden they start falling off to the side and they hold on to this bungee and they're just like, oh, I don't know what to do. They hit the ground. So if they start to fall, let go of the bungee so you can at least fall safely. If that's the only thing they take away from this bungee station, then hey, we're doing something right. Safety first. On the other side, there's no demonstration, arabesques, all that fun jazz. We've done these on the floor before to an extent towards the wall. We haven't gone all the way down before. So here, again, just over their foot, halfway is fine. You'll go around the back. Whoop. This is my bad leg, but that's okay. I didn't realize what I was doing until just now. Here, on the beam, you start in your lunge. You'll go as high as you're comfortable, and then you can come back down. The entire time, it is touching my body because I am in one line. So it should be touching their entire body this whole time. If they do go all the way down, again, please tell them to let go of the bungee if they start to fall. Do not hold on to it and just jump down. Please let go of the bungee. Safety first. This will go back here. Everyone's doing those except for advanced. These, I'm gonna have to get up here to do this. These I saw earlier, a couple weeks ago now, but So we'll put it sideways to start. If it's too easy, then we can turn it this way. But we'll start with it going across the beam. So literally all that's gonna happen is they're gonna get in a lunge with their back foot on it, and all they're gonna do is slide it out as far as it'll go and try and pull it back in. That was kind of hard. So slide it out as far as it'll go and bring it back in. Okay, that's all. Whew. Right now I have it this way, sitting on the beam. It is a lot more challenging if you go along with the beam, because if it starts to go off to the side, it'll fall. So if you want to make it a little more challenging, you're welcome to do that too. Scarves under the feet. So stand, kick with it underneath your foot. It should come up with you if your toe is pointed. If it's not, the scarf's not going to go anywhere. And then cartwheels, not cartwheels, 3/4 handstands, full turns, leaps. On this side of the big beam, we have pivot turns, straight jump, and tuck jumps. I think I got everything. I think I did. Just remember the yoga mat on the beam for intermediate, on the low beam for that station. But everything else, equipment-wise, does stay the same also.